Hey guys, totally mixing it up now. Never know what's going to happen next. So I wanted to do kind of a more personal check-in update on the process and kind of what's going on, a little bit behind the scenes. My vision for Alive and Higher Consciousness is big, and it was getting started was a little daunting for me. And like I talked about in some of the earlier episodes, knowing where to break into that multifaceted gem that is yoga was kind of challenging. And so I realized I was kind of putting it off. I was avoiding getting started because it was daunting. Then all of a sudden I had the inspiration to get up 10 videos on January 5th, which was Yogananda's birthday, my guru's birthday. And this was Monday, and that was a Friday. And I had gotten most of my video setup done, but I had to do a little more, play with the lighting. And then so I shot videos Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and started editing Thursday. And like those 3 days, I was up very late at night. It's been a very good learning process. One of the things is that I love doing classes here for small groups of people, and it's really easy for me to sit down with a small group and just kind of open up the floodgates of inspiration and just let the information flow. And I feel like it's much more coherent than it's coming out when I'm sitting in my room at night staring at my camera and I'm basically alone. That's a very, very different experience, and I did not anticipate that. The other thing is, I live in a dorm, and there are people on either side of me, and just because of I'm working full time during the day and frequently have things, in the evening, dinner cleanup or whatever, and so some of those videos I wasn't shooting until 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night, and so I was trying to be very quiet and not bother my neighbors, but also wanting to have just this free, uninhibited flow of inspiration coming through me with a lot of energy and enthusiasm. It was very challenging because part of my brain was I was always kind of tuning in and hearing noises and worrying that I was bothering people. Anyway, it was like I said, it was a good learning experience. So, and also with my flow not being as coherent, I just thought, well, I'll just edit that out. When I have an extra long pause or stumble over my words, or sometimes I'd say something and then I would go back and say it better, and when I edit, I just cut out like the first part or, shorten the pauses and things. But you notice there's a lot of cuts in the video. There's a lot. For me, it's distracting. And I wanted to acknowledge those things, apologize if that's distracting. I know they're not as magnetic as I'd like them to be, but it was just really important for me just to get started, plunge in, and just start making them. And I'd love to go back and remake them at some point, but I think that there's just so much information, like I keep saying, that I want to get through, and I want to keep moving forward, and I want to go back and go deeper into some of those topics. Also, I'm anticipating a move here in another month or so. Anyway, so there's a lot going on, and I'm trying to fit this in between everything else. I appreciate your patience, anybody who's stuck around so far. So I've got 6 up, I think, and I'm most of the way through editing the 7th. That'll go up very soon, so I'll put this up either before or after that, probably before. Also, I'm on Patreon. If you do feel inspired from the information that I'm getting out, please consider supporting me on there. It's really simple to do. You can really customize the amount that you're doing, and at some point in the not too distant future, I'll hopefully work on crafting some reward levels, because that's fun. A lot of Patreon people do that, and it's like a fun way to kind of get engaged and keep kind of building the community. So that's basically it. That's kind of my update. I just wanted to kind of talk about that, address that. I'm aware of the videos, but I think there is still good information in them. I think they're worth keeping up for now. I'm learning a lot about crafting videos, the whole thing from my speaking to the equipment, the setup, the editing process, different things I can add in. And so that was another thing, is I want to add in more, I have a picture right here. Actually, that is kind of a nice picture right there, Bald Peak. Or, have graphs and lists and things going on that I'm working on all that, but I'm new to all this editing stuff. And it's like anytime I add a new element, it takes a lot of time. So that's something that I can hopefully be able to take more time as I get more support. But I'm looking forward to making more interesting, dynamic videos for your enjoyment and education. And I appreciate your support and tuning in. Please, as always, feel free to share these, comment, start a conversation about you know, what you're seeing, if you're learning anything, if you want to know more information. Yeah, I just love to keep the energy flowing. So thanks a lot, and we'll see you around.